Good afternoon, folks. So, we all know working out here in the oil field can be pretty dangerous, what with explosions, heavy equipment, fires, and dangerous gases like H2S. But let's talk about something that is just as big a danger here and in other industries that you might not hear so much about. We're going to talk about heat safety and heat related illnesses. So, according to the CDC, from 1999 to 2010, there were 7,415 deaths associated with heat related illness. Now, that's an average of 618 deaths a year. What we're going to cover here is heat related illnesses, so the problem that we're having, some of the risk factors and causes of heat related illness, and simply what do we do about heat related illnesses. So let's start by examining the top heat related illnesses. First, we have heat rash. Symptoms of that are clusters of red bumps on the skin. It appears in your neck, chest, and folds of skin. You have heat cramps and muscle spasms, especially in abdomen, arms, and legs. There's heat exhaustion. Cool, moist skin, heavy sweating, headaches, dizziness, nausea, and a fast heartbeat. Moving on to the most deadly of these four, we're going to look at heat stroke. Now, heat stroke can actually kill. It is the chief cause in heat-related illnesses of death. Symptoms of heat stroke are confusion, fainting, seizures, excessive sweating, and red-hot, dry skin. If you have somebody with heat stroke, the first thing we do is call 911. That's how serious heat stroke can be. So in short, these heat-related illnesses can range from causing discomfort to causing death. So now let's look at what some of the risk factors are of heat-related illness and what the actual causes behind it are. So the risk factors of heat-related illness are high temperature and humidity, radiant heat sources, direct sun exposure, contact with hot objects, physical exertion, and bulky non-breathable clothing. According to WebMD, heat-related illness is caused when the body cannot transfer enough heat out to cool itself off. As we all know, we cool ourselves off by sweating. Sweat removes the heat from your body and evaporates in the atmosphere. When the ambient temperature is higher than your body temperature of 98.3, your body cannot effectively cool itself. Think of a child or a dog locked in a car. As that car heats up, they lose the ability to let go of that heat. As their body temperature heats up, we have heat-related illnesses that are caused. So, in the oil field, especially here in West Texas, we're a pretty big victim of heat-related illnesses. We're all working out, doing physical exertion in direct sunlight, and if anybody's ever worn FRCs, you know they are the definition of bulky, non-breathable clothing. Now, what do we do about all this? How do we prevent the discomfort and even death that's related with heat-related illnesses? So OSHA actually has an entire campaign built around preventing heat-related illnesses. So what we're going to use here is the heat index. It was developed by OSHA. What it actually is a combination of the humidity and the temperature factors into one number that we can use around our heat safety planning. So let's look at a low heat index. That's going to be less than 91 degrees. There, we just follow basic heat safety and planning. So it's basically day-to-day work. Following into the moderate heat index, that's 91 to 103. In that case, we want to provide water. The company wants to provide water to any contractors out there working on our behalf. We want to let everybody know during toolbox talks, safety meetings, when you're putting together risk analysis, let everybody know the dangers of the heat, let everybody know they're working on a moderate heat index. Go over first aid, and we want to have first aid available, somebody that's qualified to perform first aid. Moving into a high heat index, that's from 103 to 115, you need to increase rest periods between work. So for us, that's an hour of work and 15 minutes of rest. Have water available, advise workers of risk, and have a knowledgeable person and medical services available nearby if needed. Now let's move on to the severe heat index. So with a severe heat index, we actually say that any non-critical work, anything that's not safety or production critical, should be moved to another day or another part of the day that's a lot cooler. If something is safety or production critical and has to be done, we need to follow all of the steps outlined in all of these other heat indexes to ensure the safety of our workers. So Heat-related illnesses are a serious problem that can lead to death. If you don't remember anything else from this presentation, I want you to remember three things: water, rest, and shade. Those are the three most important things we can do to combat heat-related illness. Thank you.